Who is the original man? The original man is the Asiatic black man, the maker, the owner, the cream of the planet Earth, father of civilization, and God of the universe. This is the first degree of the 120, but do you know what it truly means? Asia is the largest and most populated continent on Earth, encompassing the areas of the Middle East, Mesopotamia, India, Russia, China, Japan, and the Orient. The etymology of the word Asia comes from the ancient Akkadian Assyrian word, Asu, meaning, to rise or ascend. The word Asu is also the root word of the name of the highest deity in the Assyrian pantheon, Ashur, symbolized as an archer in a winged sun disk. The name of the deity Ashur is also the origin of the name of Assyria. The Assyrians, and Akkadians, were two of the ancient civilizations in Mesopotamia, along with the Babylonians, and the Sumerians, who were the oldest civilization in Mesopotamia on the continent of Asia. The ancient name for Sumeria was Sumeru, where Meru is another way of saying Moors. The founders of the first Mesopotamian civilization were black Sumerians, who called themselves Sag-Gig-Ga, meaning the black-headed people. According to Sumerian traditions derived from the Assyrian tablets, the first humans were known as the Blackheads. Compare this to the fact that the ancient Egyptians called their land Kemet, meaning land of the blacks, then we can see that black people were the founders of two of the world's most ancient civilizations. The black people of ancient Egypt influenced the black people of ancient Mesopotamia. The black people of ancient Egypt lived along the banks of two rivers, the Blue Nile and the White Nile. And the black people of ancient Mesopotamia lived along the banks of two rivers, the Tigris and Euphrates. While the blacks in ancient Egypt built pyramids, the blacks in Mesopotamia built step pyramids called ziggurats. The Namu, primordial waters in Sumerian culture, is equivalent with the Namo, of the Dogon in Africa, and the Nun, primordial waters of ancient Egypt. The fight between two brothers, Enlil and Enki, in ancient Mesopotamia, is equivalent to Osiris versus Set, in ancient Egypt. The ancient Egyptian winged sun disk, symbolic of Heru, is equivalent to the ancient Mesopotamian deity Ashur. The god Ashur in Assyria was called Anshar, in Sumeria, the father of Anu. Over time, Ashur became known as Ahura Mazda, also known as Farabahar, the highest god in the religion of Zoroastrianism. Of course you can hear the phonetic influence of the name of the ancient Egyptian god, Heru, in the name of Ahura Mazda. Zoroastrianism is one of the world's oldest religions, combining cosmogonic dualism and eschatological monotheism. The prophet of Zoroastrianism was named Zoroaster, or Zarathustra, and he proclaimed that there is only one God, Ahura Mazda, the singularly creative and sustaining force of the universe, and that human beings are given a right of choice. Because of cause and effect, humans are responsible for the consequences of their choices. The contesting force to Ahura Mazda was called Agramenu, or angry spirit, the earliest concept of the devil as we know it today. The principles of Zoroastrianism have influenced other religious systems, including Judaism, Gnosticism, Christianity, and Islam. It is said that the three wise men who came to visit the Christ child were Zoroastrian priests. Zoroastrians usually pray in a fire temple, in the presence of some form of fire. Zoroastrians believe that fire is the medium through which spiritual insight and wisdom is gained, and water is considered the source of that wisdom. Zoroastrians are required to cremate their dead by fire. Abu Lahab, the father of flames in the Islamic Quran, is also believed to have been a Zoroastrian priest. The fire is symbolic of the sun, which is also represented by the winged sun disk, which has been a sacred symbol to black people, the sun people,
since antiquity. Thus, the ancient Hebrews were black, and the ancient Arabs were black, the Asiatic black man, Sag-Gig-Ga, the blackheads.